Hi all. This isn't really a planned video. This started out as an attempt to change a battery and on this owl clock that I have for my daughter. And then this little tab broke off when I unscrewed it. So I opened it up I unscrewed it because one of these things came off and then fell through. And this tab broke off. And then I got inside this, and the reality is it's quite a nice looking little clock, but it has a speaker, or had a speaker and a chip that made a variety of horrendous noises, none of which was usable as an alarm in my view. So what I ended up doing, this tape mess is where I touched the wire with an iron while trying to mess around with this. But it doesn't really matter now that I've cut everything else out. So what's interesting is that only the top battery drives the clock, right? Because most of these clocks are intended to operate on a single battery, which this one does. All the rest of the stuff is related to the alarm. So the alarm, which is all driven by this chip, which says, I believe, get up in Mandarin, and it's fairly terrible. Or there's some horrible sort of tuneless music. Those are the two options available. So what I did is I just removed that, and she has another alarm clock that she could use if she wanted, but being 5, it's not very useful. I simply removed the clock entirely. This will go right in the bin. That I'll save. This aluminum wire, you can see how the whole thing inside is full of flux from where somebody was having difficulty getting that horrible aluminum wire to stick. You know, they gob flux all over the place. It was in the battery compartment. Probably why this was so cheap on eBay. It was probably a second for that reason. But yeah, I mean, I resoldered that bit. I mean, that's still dry, but it's better than it was. And this stuff was just awful to work with. So none of this wire that's attached to any of these things is worth saving. Well, that I'm going to save. So we've now gotten rid of this, made it work with a single battery. The only useful feature, which wasn't working actually, was if you push the front faceplate, there's a little micro switch there, which I don't know if it's a micro switch, it might just be a standard, right? You can hear it click, and that would provide a light, but that hasn't been working for a while. At 3 volts, it could be an LED, although I've got to say it looked like an incandescent lamp. Yeah, it's glued in. I'm not going to try to pull it out. Oh, what's really funny is the little circuit board is held in just there. But I don't think it worked. I think it was rattling around inside. But yeah, I'm happy to have taken the edge off this thing. I had been planning to unclip the speaker for a while. This little cheapy movement that does, you can see like the clock's fairly attractive in its way, but does a fairly smooth sweep. The batteries last okay in this. Some of them don't, but this movement seems to work really well. So, given what I paid for this, you can't really complain at all. Well, hope you like this little impromptu repair video. Yeah, I don't know. We'll leave it. It really doesn't matter. But if I'd known I was doing a video, I would probably have made an attempt to do a better repair than gunk some electrical tape on it. But what do you want? Now, if you like my impromptu repair video, you might enjoy some of my more serious repair videos that are on my channel, which you, of course, are welcome to subscribe to if you enjoy such things. Good night.